Good day and welcome. And today I'm going to guide you through Cobra pose, which is great because there's often some confusion between Cobra pose, baby Cobra. What does it entail? How does it look like? And how do you need to do it? So that's what I'm going to help you with today. Good. So Cobra pose can be it can be a replacement for upward facing dog. So upward facing dog would be an upgrade from Cobra pose. Basically, it's a little bit more tough. So often Cobra pose is an option to do instead of upward facing dog. So we start on our bellies. Always remember to keep the hands underneath the shoulders. This is for baby Cobra and also for Cobra pose. When you start the pose, always the hands stay under the shoulders as you lie down. So you can have either the forehead on the mat or left or right cheek, doesn't matter. Also make sure that the toes are untucked. So the tops of the feet are into the floor, into the mat. This is important because this is also helping you to get up. When I'm getting up into Cobra pose, I will press the tops of the feet into the mat. So much so that if you can see my action, my kneecaps lift off the floor, but my upper thighs are definitely digged into the mat, and the tops of the feet are also dug into the mat. So, head onto the floor. Going for baby Cobra first. I'll show you baby Cobra. It's coming. All the Cobra poses are focusing on the back, so it's a back stretch basically, and strengthening the lower back. Inhale, baby Cobra. It's just coming up. Exhale down. There's no pressure in my hands. Inhale, baby Cobra. My pelvis is on the floor. Exhale back. Pelvis is on the floor, tops of the feet are into the mat. Inhale, baby Cobra, lifting up. So this is just a lift of my chest coming from the strength of my lower back, basically. Here you can try and lift the hands, which is an option to do, where you can really test that you're targeting the right muscles in the back. Small sips of air here, because obviously we're lying onto our stomach. Exhale all the way down. Release. When we release, often forgotten is that when you really release, then your ankles flop out, the toes come in. This will be a total release. Often when I say release, I can still see people having all the tension in their legs. So try and really release when there is a release in the Cobra pose. Doing this three more times, baby Cobra. So hands underneath the shoulders, no weight into the hands for baby Cobra. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, baby Cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, baby Cobra. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, baby Cobra, and hold. So here to challenge yourself, lift the hands off the floor, maybe even try and reach up higher. Just looking slightly in front of me. Stay for one more. Exhale, release. Release everything. Arms next to you. Relax. Let your whole body melt into the mat. So now the difference when we go to full Cobra pose will be that there is some weight into the hands. With a full Cobra pose, we're actually pushing ourselves up, but the pelvis is still digged into the mat. The tops of the feet are still into the mat, and the arms, as you can see when I'm up, my hands are not really underneath my shoulders anymore, but they start at the beginning underneath the shoulders. If you start a little bit further, then you're not targeting the right muscles anymore. It's not going the right direction. You're not doing this posture the best way that is possible. So always start to place the hands underneath the shoulders, and from there you can go up. If you can really straighten the arms completely, then you have a lot of flexibility in your back. And then you have to just take note that you always have a microbend into the elbows. Still, tops of the feet digged into the mat. Pelvis into the mat. Keep on breathing, open your heart. Soften the shoulders. Make sure that the shoulders don't go all the way to the ears. Soften the shoulders. Away from the ears. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. So I didn't move my hands at all, so my hands are again underneath my shoulders. So the difference, of course, here between a cobra pose and a upward facing dog would be that an upward facing dog, you would lift onto the tops of the feet, pelvis is off the floor, legs are off the floor. So that's basically an upgraded version of a cobra pose, where a cobra pose is you do have your legs onto the mat. Coming all the way down. Get back to a child's pose. Running through this after a few breaths in child's pose. Just have to reset the back again. It's strong on the back muscles. Cobra pose or baby cobra, especially, also done in preparation for a locust pose, floor bow, those types of stretches where we need some flexibility in the back. Inhale, tabletop position, going forward all the way down onto the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet down. Inhale, baby cobra, no weight into the hands, exhale down. Inhale, baby cobra, tops of the feet into the mat, kneecaps off the floor, the rest is all digged into the mat. Exhale down. One more time, baby cobra. Exhale down. Full cobra now, hands are still underneath the shoulders. Press the hands into the mat until you feel that your pelvis wants to go off the mat. That's when you're going too far. So pelvis is on the mat. This is where it is. Tops of the feet into the mat. Open the chest, shoulders down. And smile, because it's still fun. Stay for your inhale. From the exhale here, we can go to downward facing dog. Hips up high, heels down low. Reaching for the floor with the heels. Slowly coming back to a seat. So these are your cobras broken down for you. Strength coming from the lower back and the flexibility into the lower back. Be mindful of your elbows when you're in full cobra, that you have a slight little bend in the elbows. If you can, that is if you can stretch them fully. Always have the pelvis into the mat, upper thighs into the mat, and the tops of the feet into the mat. And from there on, yeah, you can just play around, and I hope that this makes everything a little bit more clear. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you next time.